I'll have 5 too. Out of a 10. No, for 10, I'll be the referee. I won't want us together too long. Aaron, you want to get them started? Yep. All right.
Are you live streaming?
No, not live, just kidding. Some shots. We're going in for the shop tour.
All right. Good morning, everybody. How are you all doing today? Good. All right. My name is Aaron. I work in the mechanical department at the Strasburg Railroad. I'm one of our engine house mechanics here. So I do a lot of all the mechanical inspection work on our fleet of operating steam locomotives. Today we're going to be going inside of our engine house here, our back shop, and just for you guys, we're going to be taking a tour of our freight yard and seeing we perform operations there. Before we start, you're going to need everybody to sign their life away, so I'm going to pass around this clipboard. Sign your name and date on the bottom, and also click on the top here that this is for the shop tour. So I'm going to start right here.
It's the pilgrimage to the picnic tables.
We're heading towards the promised land of paradise. Just hope we don't get lost in the desert for 40 years.
Come, children, you've made it across the desert. Paradise awaits. Thanks to everyone who made it to Strasburg's Railfan Days, our first annual event, we hope. We've had a great turnout, and I think a lot of us are here particularly because it was a moment that we could all gather and remember Dave Oblivion. And for those of you who may not know Dave, he was an extraordinary moderator and camera operator who was just in love with Strasburg and Paradise, and would just spend, you know, days, hours every day working the camera ops, so, you know, folks could have just a great experience watching the steam operations and freight and Amtrak here in Paradise. I think we all miss him, not only because he was just always present, but he was just a tremendous person, honestly. You look forward to seeing him every day. You know, he handled everything with such grace. He had that wonderful British dry sense of humor, and you know, just kept you laughing. He was so well informed. He was a perfect representative of not only the Strasburg operations, but also virtual Railfan. He embodied you know, every character that we value in a mod. He, you know, always kept his cool. You know, he was just super friendly and just a wonderful face of our organization. On a more personal note for me, I don't know if I'm going to get through this. Dave was my very first friend on Virtual Railfan. He, when I first kind of barreled into Ashland chat, and everyone was like, who the heck is this tornado named Kotu? Dave was my first friend. We laughed. I looked forward, like many people did here, just looked forward to talking with him every day. And, so it was 4 years of a very, terrific friendship. And, when I lost him, it was devastating. And I feel like this is a true representation of that online friendship is real. And, don't let anyone tell you differently. So with that, I just want to say goodbye, Dave. I miss you. You will always be part of our family. And, we'll keep your memory here alive. And there's not anyone who's going to ever watch these cams again without thinking of you. And with that, I turn it over to Mike.
Good call. Definitely thank you guys for coming out. As you can obviously see, Virtual Railfan is definitely a lot more than just train cameras. Justin over here, we set out about 10 years ago with Kevin. The three of us basically, started out, put up our first camera in Folkestone, Georgia, not knowing that it would turn into the chaos that it has turned into today. But definitely glad to have all you guys out here. It's obviously Virtual Railfan, like I said, more than just the train cameras. It's been amazing to see the community that's been formed, the friendships, meeting random folks from literally all over the world. From all corners of the globe, we've met folks that are regular watchers. But one thing that certainly stands out to Virtual Railfan is the moderators are, they're what keep the wheels on and keep the peace, and we couldn't do it without our mods and our staff. We're very lucky to have them with us here today. Of course, Kathy, operations manager, with us here today. Doug put this event together with Rob. Rob, where are you at?
I'm over here.
Yes, Doug and Rob worked tirelessly over the past several months to put this event together, so thank you to you guys. We've got Justin hiding over here with Kevin, trying to get away. He's not going to get far. Justin is the brains behind the operation, keeps everything going. Puts in gets the new technology up and running and gives you guys the experience that you've come to expect when we're not down. Sorry about this past Tuesday. And Kevin supports it, along with Bob. There's a few of us that aren't here today. But again, we've got plenty of the team here today. And again, just thank you guys for joining us. Dave was again an important part of the BRF family, and we're going to miss him. So great meeting all you guys, and again, thank you guys for coming out. We hope to make this an annual event.
Does anybody else want to come forward, say anything about Dave? Any memories?
Yeah, if you guys have any stories or interesting interactions with Dave-O, then we'd love to hear them. If you want to tell us, we've got an audience for you. So.
But I think that may be part of the problem, is that we are live streaming on YouTube and Facebook.
Yeah, I mean, there's that. So. And again, huge thanks to the folks at the Strasburg Railroad. They really went over the top to put this event on today. So huge thanks to them. If you're in the area, I got to tell you, it's worth every bit of time and energy it would take to get out here. Yeah, so next event for us is going to be first weekend in October. First, second, and third will be in Fort Madison, Iowa for the River and Rail Festival. And of course, if you're able, we're doing a whistle stop tour October 8th, 9th, and 10th with our friends over at Executive Rail. We'll be aboard 2 private cars, New York City to Pittsburgh. We'll be staying a full day in Pittsburgh on Saturday and returning to New York City on those private cars on Sunday. Limited seating available. I think we've got 15 seats left, and they'll end up going pretty quick. So if you guys can join us, we'd love to have you. Kind of give you a little taste of the private car life, which is pretty nice. So yeah, thanks to the Executive Rail folks, Strasburg, our mods, our team, our fans. viewers. Definitely appreciate you guys coming out.
So why don't we get a group photo? And special thanks to Greg. Greg, where are you? Oh, right in front of me. Greg is responsible for this wonderful poster and the photos, and and he's really driving, putting something together for all of Dave's friends, and particularly for Pam, his wife. So thank you, Greg. Much appreciated.
No problem. Anytime. There's going to be a brick.
A what?
Was there going to be a brick installed someplace? Is that what you were talking about?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
And a decal in the window, right?
Yes. In memory of Dave. Sorry, dragging this on. In memory of Dave, Strasburg has generously donated and is in the process of creating a window decal. Will actually sit inside the window of J Tower. So as the camera is moving, there'll be, I can't remember the wording, but a special acknowledgement of Dave's contribution to the railroad and virtual Railfan. And in addition to that, we purchased a brick for the platform from virtual Railfan, so he will be a permanent presence here as well. So thank you, everyone.
Yes, thank you guys. We'll stay live here for another couple minutes and get a shot of 90 headed back to Strasburg. So appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you.
That's why I wonder all this wireless stuff. What's going to happen? All these airwaves are banging into each other.
There's a 2